It was a warm Sunday afternoon in Oakland, California. The sun shone brightly over the park, children's laughter echoed through the air, and the smell of barbecue drifted from picnic tables where families had gathered. For the Johnsons, a black family of 5, this day was special. It wasn't just about food, it was about tradition. Every spring, they hosted a family barbecue at the same park, inviting cousins, neighbors, and friends to come together, eat, laugh, and share stories. Marcus Johnson, the father, manned the grill with tongs in hand, flipping ribs that sizzled over the flame. His wife, Angela, set out bowls of potato salad and corn on the cob while their kids played tag near the swings. It was a picture of joy, unity, and community. But not everyone saw it that way. Across the park, a white woman named Karen Miller sat with her small dog. She was known in the neighborhood for her constant complaints about noise, about parking, about people she didn't approve of. Today, her target was the Johnson family. She narrowed her eyes at the sight of them grilling. Her jaw clenched. "They're not supposed to be here," she muttered under her breath, though no one had asked. In reality, barbecuing at that park had been a common practice for years. But to Karen, their very presence felt like an offense. After a few minutes of glaring, she marched over, her phone already in hand. "Excuse me," she snapped. "You can't grill here. It's against the rules." Marcus wiped his hands on a towel, calm and polite. "Ma'am, we've been coming here every year. There's a designated spot for barbecuing right here. We're not breaking any rules." Karen crossed her arms. "I don't care. I'm calling the police." Angela's smile faded. The children froze, watching the confrontation unfold. "Is this really necessary?" Angela asked, her voice trembling with frustration. "We're just having a family meal." But Karen had already dialed 911. Loud enough for everyone to hear, she told the dispatcher, "Yes, there's a group of black people illegally barbecuing in the park. You need to send someone before this gets out of control." Her words cut through the air like poison. Families nearby turned their heads, whispering in shock. A few pulled out their phones, recording the scene. Marcus stood firm, but his chest tightened. He knew how quickly things could spiral when police were called on black families. Minutes later, 2 officers arrived. Their patrol car pulled up slowly, the atmosphere in the park tense and uneasy. Karen walked toward them eagerly, pointing at the Johnsons. "That's them. They're breaking the rules." But something unexpected happened. Instead of rushing toward Marcus, the officers first listened to the bystanders. Several witnesses immediately stepped forward, explaining how Karen had harassed the family without cause. Videos were shown of Marcus calmly grilling, Angela setting food, the children laughing, nothing remotely illegal or threatening. One officer approached Marcus. "Sir, we've reviewed the situation. You're not in violation of anything. You're free to enjoy your barbecue." Marcus nodded, though relief was mixed with anger. Angela hugged her children tightly. The Johnsons had done nothing wrong. Yet they had been treated like criminals because of one woman's prejudice. But the story didn't end there. The video recorded by bystanders spread online within hours. It showed Karen angrily calling the police, her voice filled with hostility, while the Johnsons stood calmly, trying to explain themselves. The internet was outraged. Hashtags like hashtag BBQ while black and hashtag Justice for the Johnsons began trending. Memes flooded social media, mocking Karen for her behavior. She was quickly nicknamed Barbecue Karen. News outlets picked up the story. Talk shows debated it. Community leaders condemned it. What Karen thought would be a private act of control became a national scandal. As for the Johnson family, something incredible happened. Strangers from across the city showed up at the very same park the following weekend, not in protest, but in solidarity. Dozens of families brought grills, food, music, and lawn chairs. It became one of the largest community cookouts the city had ever seen, a celebration of unity and resistance against prejudice. Marcus stood at the grill once more, this time not just cooking for his family, but for hundreds of people who came to support them. He looked out over the crowd, black, white, Latino, Asian, everyone eating together, laughing together, proving that hate could never outshine community. Meanwhile, Karen's life took a very different turn. As her face went viral, she lost her job at a local real estate company. Neighbors distanced themselves. She tried to defend herself online, claiming she didn't mean it that way, but the world had already decided. Her actions spoke louder than her excuses. The Johnsons, however, gained something unexpected. They were invited to share their story on national television. Angela, once terrified for her children, now spoke with power about racial profiling and the importance of standing together. Marcus reminded people that dignity and calm could speak louder than anger. In the end, the Johnson family's barbecue became more than just a meal, it became a movement. A reminder that small acts of racism, when exposed, can spark massive change. And Karen? She thought a single phone call would ruin their day. Instead, it ruined her own reputation forever.